Should we wait further? There are only 7 students now. We'll wait for a couple of minutes and we'll start. Fine. So I guess we have around 14 students registered and joined. So it's good to go now. Fine. We are meeting after a long time because due to your mid-sem exam, I could not meet you people, and then there was a holiday on Monday. So I guess it has been almost a month we have met. In other classes, what I did was I thought that no, if you want to score high marks or good grades in written exam, written English exam, or COCUBE or any other exams, you need to know the bullseye because unless and until you don't know what is the bullseye, in that case you cannot go for it. So I could find one a very interesting document from COCUBE, which is given as a sample. Now this document says that how they assess students writing or written English in terms of paragraph or essays. And they have given 3 examples, 3 samples. That means the student who gets lower grades, the students who get average grade, and the students who get above average grade for the same subject, for the same topic given. Fine. So I thought that if I share with you people the same document, in that case you will be able to identify that what are the things to be considered, what are the things to be ignored to score higher marks in written English. So far as CoCubes is concerned or other exams are concerned, right? So that's the reason why I have thought of sharing that thing with you people. Secondly, in the second half of the session, I'm going to share two wonderful websites. These websites will help you to boost your vocabulary. Fine. So one by one, we'll go. We'll start with the first phase of our session, right? I'll share the screen with you people. This is a two-page document. I guess you can see this. Fine. So this is what CoCubes has given, right? If you look at it, the first thing, written English test, that is WET. How WET is useful, it is mentioned. We are not more concerned about it, but however, it can help you. Why the shift towards written English test? Why people, while the world is talking about WET, right? Before 5 years, before 3 years, even, right? People used to focus on oral skills. So what happened suddenly that they have started testing written English test of students, fine, for campus placement or other placement purposes. The details are there on the screen. Fine, I'll not read everything, but I'll read some of the things for you people. What they're looking for in the candidates is ability to write good English is the cornerstone of professional communication in the context of globalization and cross-cultural business transactions. That means now when you talk about local and global, global to local, fine, anybody can sell anything online. So thing is that now we have market extended in terms of boundaries. So one should know how to communicate. And one of the best ways and the most effective ways to communicate is email. And for email, if we talk about, that falls under the category of written English. The English writing skills of the firm's employees in the contemporary business landscapes are known to directly impact matrices, ranging from customer satisfaction to brand image and internal team coordination. So there are three dimensions we can see. Number one is customer satisfaction. Fine. Number two is firm's branding. That means your words, your emails, your advertisements that creates the brand image of the company. And third, very important thing is about internal team coordination. So for all these three things, three dimensions, right, we require very good, effective written English from the employee sides, and that's one of the reasons why companies have started testing written skills of the students. If we look at the second paragraph, online written English test is designed to assess a candidate's ability to write English that is systematically, right, or synthetically correct, right? Synthetically, that is, syntax means structurally, well composed, with vocabulary, complexity, relevant to the subject in hand. So whatever I mentioned about four criteria: task response, coherence, cohesion, lexical resources, grammatical range, and accuracy, they have changed the words. Otherwise, the things remain same. So that is the reason why we are focusing on WET. right? Okay. Now we can switch to the next phase, and that is very important and effective. Now this talks about how the score is tested. Okay. So as I mentioned that there are four criteria I mentioned, which I shared with you people with reference to Cambridge University. Now here, if you look at it, what CoCubes believes in is first one is grammar. Okay. So if you look at it, correctness of syntax. As I mentioned to people earlier that we need to bring in variations. That means there should not be three similar type of sentences together written in sequence. Fine. So that is counted. Spellings. Very important thing is we are not well aware about different types of spellings. So there are spellings which are from British English background. There are spellings from American English. See why it says that you need to stick to one, because as I mentioned to people earlier, the language and culture, they go hand in hand, right? So American spellings, they are different as per their culture. British English, it is different as per the culture. So it is not important that whether you use British English or American English. But thing is that whatever you use, you should stick to that one. That is important. So if you are trying to use the list, the words that are related to British English, you stick to that one. And if you feel that I want to go for American English, you can go to American English. There's no problem. But I suggest you that we have lots of influence and our lots of training. All the things are based on British English. So it is advisable that we stick to British English. Fine. Okay. Now, vocabulary. For vocabulary, I'm going to share with you people two different websites in the second half of this session, which will help you to improve, enhance your vocabulary, and that will definitely bang, right, the desired score. Readability. Now, for readability, what you need to do is you need to find out. See, there are softwares in Microsoft Word itself. You can definitely search and type and find that what is the readability of this text you have written. I'm going to give you one simple example. Now, if I want to write somewhere around 20 pages, I want to type 20 pages, what time will it take? What time will it take to type 20 pages? Can anybody guess? If I want to type 20 pages a day, maybe. Okay, fine. Now I'm going to show you something in the Word file how you can do this. This is going to be very interesting for all of you people. Okay, I'll share the screen of Microsoft Word file for your reference. This is a Word file. Fine. Now I want to write down 15 paragraphs, each of 9 lines. That means 15 paragraphs, and in each paragraph I want 9 lines. Fine. So that I am going to write here for you people. Now the thing is that it will take some time. Somebody says maybe a day or so. So I'll write in a way. You can see it is done. 15 paragraphs. In each paragraph there are 9 lines. And if you look at it, total number of words, that would be the thing. Now the reason, this is not I want to show you people, I want to show you something which is important. When you type something in Word file like this, you can go for Shift F7. The way we go for grammar check. Just wait for a minute. Okay. In Word file, when you go for grammar check, that is Shift F7, you will find thesaurus. Go to review. and you go for spell check and grammar check, you will find different types of ideas. Now here, if you look at the word count, it will tell you that there are 2,155 words, 16 paragraphs, and 124 lines. So this is something that you can do. Fine. Okay. So that I did it with using one simple RND, that is random. Then in the bracket, the first digit, that would be for number of paragraph. So for example, if I say one paragraph, comma, and how many lines I want, I mean, I want 4 lines in one paragraph, right? And I enter, and I'll find that randomized text. But here, what I want you people to share is you can get the readability index. Fine, when you go for grammar check. Fine, from here. Function F7, when you go for function F7, it will tell you the last column is readability. There are no passive sentences. Grade level is 6.6. That is very good. The higher it is, the better it is. Fine. So whenever you want to check that what is your readability index, just you need to type function plus F7 in your Word file, and you will get to know about it. There are other third-party tools also, but when you do it in Microsoft Word, it can definitely help you to complete the things. Now let us come back to our point. That is readability. Then additional factors. What are the additional factors? That is appropriate length. That is also important. Now, appropriate length means when you are asked to write down 300 words. If you write 300 words, that is good. That is appropriate. But if you write 350 or 400 or 100, that is not appropriate in a way. So that is that they want to say. Now, I'm going to share with you people 3 examples of the same thing which is written about freedom. First, I'll share with you people with the lowest score. Fine. At 5 minutes time, you look at it, and you can find the below, on the right hand side below, it is 2.98 score out of 10. It has got 66 percentile. It is written 3 paragraphs, but total number of words are, if you can see, 156 words only. It was written somewhere around, asked to complete by 300 words, and the person has written only 156 words. Now, what kind of things could you find here? What are the errors that you need to tell me in 5 minutes time? Fine. Now, if you look at, there are lots of grammatical errors. We Indians are proud of our nation. So there should not be apostrophe S, number one. Because we have emerged, there should be past form of emerge. Fine. So there are errors, lots of errors. That's why it has got 2.98 around 3, which is very low in terms of scores. Now, if you go for the one which is above average, which goes 5.62, somewhere around 4.5 out of 10, 80 percentile. It has written only Dipai and Paul. This is the name of one student, right? It's a randomized selection. So the student has written 165 words only. That's why it has got 5.62. If you look at the details, the word democracy means a system of the government in which power is vested in the people and exercised directly by them or by their elected agents as under a free electoral system. So you can find something is there which says, again, take 2-3 minutes time or 4 minutes time and look at it. You will get to know that what are the differences that people expect from you, especially what co-cubes expect from you people in terms of that kind of thing. So you can get to know all these things with these examples. It will definitely help you to understand the differences. Fine. So should I go for the third option to show you? Look at the third option. I need to reduce the fine. Now I guess it is visible to everybody. 100 percentile. Now you can have a pen and paper or a mobile screen, whatever is comfortable to you, and you need to jot down at least 3 points. What are the differences that you could find in these 3 essays? You can get the help from the bullet points which are mentioned there after the essays. 301 words, 3 paragraphs. Vocabulary is 0.49. Readability index is 0.062. 2 unique errors of grammar and 2 spelling errors. What about the others? So that you need to look at it and tell me. I'll again show you after 2 minutes. I'll show you second example, and after 2 minutes, I'll show you another example, and then we'll have a discussion. After discussion of these three, we'll switch to the next part of our session. Fine. You can find here it has got started with a hook, a statement by Abraham Lincoln. And that can be one of the best ways, as I mentioned in my one of the sessions for essay writing. That is, if you start with the hook, that can definitely engage and attract the reader's attention. Second, the content wise is good, but there are content itself is low in a way, right? So content is not sufficient. That's why there is a problem. Otherwise, it is a good start. It talks about democracy, and there is a logical connection with all these things. Now, if you look at the first one, the content is less, but the content has no connection. Fine, it is not logically connected. Number one. Number two, it deviates from the center. The main idea is about democracy, and it talks about poverty, it talks about other issues. Right? It is not about the issues of democracy or what are the disadvantages in democracy. It is not like that. It is something different that we need to understand. Fine. Okay. So in quickly 2 minutes time, I want you people voluntarily, if you have any uh, inputs regarding this, please let me know. Okay. Kuldeep, I'm using hands free, so I guess, and I'm there in the I'm alone over there. So maybe because of the place, there can be echo.
Hello. Now, is it fine, Kuldeep? Okay. So I'm looking for two, three students who can share the details. That what are the three things that you could observe in these three samples of the same as in the same topic. Bhavin, Dhruv, Gautam, Jai, Janil, Virat, Rushi, Rushabh, Vishal, Viren, Nikunj. Anybody? Am I audible without echo? Please type yes in the chat box so that I can go ahead. Everyone, can we give the confirmation? Okay, great. Could you get the idea that how CoCube assesses your essays and how we should work? If things are clear to you, please write clear in the chat box so that I can go ahead with the next one. I want some of you people, or rather most of you people, to write clear in the chat box so that I can go ahead. I'm going to share the same file with you people in the Google Classroom. Fine. And there are people who have 43 people have joined Google Classroom, but still some are remaining. So please use this link and join Google Classroom so that I can share all the details at one go. Fine. Okay. Now we'll move to the next phase of our session. That is, I want to talk about different words. Now, thing is that when we have different words to understand, different words to learn, it is difficult to learn the words. But thing is that when we have words with pictures, that can definitely help us. So how can we go in this way? So I'm going to share one of the tabs. Look at it. You can find all the words, GRE words. Now GRE is something, that graduate record examination. If you're targeting USA, you need to appear for this exam. But here our target is GRE 333. Fine. That is high frequency words. These are high frequency words which are used in all universities. Now the benefit of this is it gives you the word, example, definition, and picture, along with synonyms and other examples. So that can help you to understand the word. For example, abate. Abate means to become less strong. Now you look at this. The stock market is abated. That means it is down. So when we talk about decline, intermediate, deprive, blunt, omit, deduct, moderate, contract, diminish, lessen. For all these words, we can use abate. Now just imagine that if you know this word abate, instead of decline, you write the word abate. Definitely there will be, what we call it, shoot up or increment in your score. Fine. So there are different types of words. For example, you see here, aberrant, right? Aberrant is which is not usual, it's unusual. Generally, we write unusual ways, exceptional ways, abnormal. But if you write aberrant, that will be definitely help you to score more. Fine. Generally, we find snake with one mouth, but here you can find two. That shows it is aberrant. Fine. So this is way we can work. Now you can go with next. Now, there are all words like this. Yeah, admonish is one of my favorite words. Admonish means to advise somebody, warn somebody, scold somebody. If you look at the example, his father admonished him for bunking school. So there are lots of students who bunk the classes. Fine. So teacher, CC, HOD admonish the students for bunking the lectures. Fine. To tell someone that they have done wrong. So these are the words. So all these words will help you to remember alleviate, right? Alleviate means to relieve pain, right? So now I feel better. So instead of feeling better, we can alleviate. There's one word called mitigate. Mitigate is used for arguments. If somebody says something and you try to undermine that argument, you try to say that this is not right, you contradict. In that way, mitigate word is used for argument in negotiation. Fine. So you find such kind of things. I hope that you would have liked this. I'll share the link of this website with you people for your reference, right? Second one is, now with picture we may not remember all the words. The thing is that we need to find out that what are the different ways of remembering words. Fine. For example, if I say senile, senile, senile is equal to, senile means what? Not capable of doing things due to overage. When a person, because of overage, the person is not able to do something. Now, if you want to remember this, how can you remember? There are keys to remember like this. For example, if I write is, say, meal, काम होता है, where you will find senile, the word itself there. So with this key, you can remember. This technique is considered as mnemonic technique. Mnemonic technique to remember words. And you will be happy to know that all these 333 GRE words, what I have showed you pictures, right? You can find more than 5 keys for each word. Fine. Let us look at the website which can help you. I've shared in the chat box. For reference, and I'm also going to share with you people over here on the screen. Mnemonic dictionary, right? So GRE word list, you can find all these words over here. Fine. We'll find out word, the same word which I explained to people, senile. Here's another example. Say Nile is equal, Nile is river is very old. Senile is equal to sea Nile. Since Nile is the longest river, seeing it fully will make you lose physical strength or mental ability. Nile Valley civilization is one of the oldest civilizations. Remember these words. Mentally or physically infirm with age. And you will find all examples like this. Fine. You can find lots of other words. For example, we go randomize and find out words. For example, the word starting with E. Abide. Abide means to dwell, comply, tolerate. You just abide by the rules. Now, how to remember this? The words are there. Abide. You can find examples. You can pick and choose anyone. A bite is equal to bride is equal to wife is equal to toilet is equal to bear. See, right? This can be applicable to all the married people. A bite is equal to bride is equal to wife is equal to toilet is equal to bear. So such kind of funny things which can help you to remember your ideas. Fine. So this is another website. You can explore it. Fine. I give you 5 minutes time to explore both these websites. I have shared links in the Google Meet, right? And then we'll discuss. So I'll give you 3 minutes time. Just have a look at both the websites and let me know, right, whether it is useful or not. Otherwise, I'll have other things to share with you people. Fine. And meanwhile, everybody, kindly share your enrollment numbers for attendance purpose so that nobody is left on the last moment. Everyone, those who are present, kindly add your enrollment numbers quickly. And meanwhile, if you have any question or query, please let me know. If you want to share your observations, please do that. Everyone. So if you don't have any question or query, we can call it for a day. Fine. Those who have not registered or no, submitted their enrollment numbers, they can do it faster. The remaining people can leave the meeting, no problem. Thank you very much for the day.